We looked at attending launch in Ohio, Chicago, Richmond, and none of that worked. And then I said, we're going to San Diego. My wife said, well, I don't see the itinerary for 2021. Maybe we can put it off till then. I said, no, we have to go to San Diego. It didn't dawn on me then, but now that I look at it, I said, well, it had to be San Diego because it had to be full circle.
Prior to us getting married, I had major brain aneurysm. In getting married and having our children, our son being born with Down syndrome and a major heart defect. And right after birth, they found a second aneurysm. Life was just coming. In that same week, we had to bury my maternal grandmother. Our oldest daughter, she was in a major car accident. So God conditioned us through actual, real, true life experiences. And it gave us a heart and a different way to look at other people and what's happening in their lives.
After getting out of the Marine Corps, because of a lot of things that I was in search of, namely brotherhood, I joined the Muslim community and I accepted Islam. But I never completely went away from that teaching. I grew up in that small church in Sumter, South Carolina. That's what won me back. Just the power of Christ. We always say that we've been conditioned for who we've been called to, and we want them to know that there is an answer. His name is Jesus, and if you put your hand in his everlasting hand, you'll win. You'll claim victory. And this is really what compels us to do what we're doing now. Once we decided we're moving forward with planning a church, I just started doing research on different organizations. I've never in my life heard of CMN. Met with a gentleman who's a pastor in CMN, and he said you should really give them a try. So I looked CMN up, and I immediately was blown away with just the presentation for one. I would go to CMN Lead every day, and I saw something about CMNU, which was actually just starting. When I tell you I was blown away by the level of preparation that went into CMNU. If there's any one thing in terms of our ministry that changed our life, that changed the trajectory, it's CMNU. I'll say to anyone, if you are uncertain, which we were, about ministry, about where to go, about what those next steps are, I strongly encourage you to take a look at CMNU. It changed our life. So as we're continuing to move through this decision-making process, that's when I went to iwanttoplantachurch.com. It felt like, wow, we're starting, something's happening here. And that credentialing process, I even told my wife, I said, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm being handled like somebody special, man, the way these people are treating me. And having lived, and us being in our late 40s, I think it's a message. It's a message to people that it's never too late. If God put it in you 50 years ago, 50 years from now, if you're still alive, if he gives it to you, you act on it. Here we are in San Diego preparing for CMN launch. And 30 years ago, I was in this exact city and I accepted Islam. And now, 30 years later, I'm here and now we're proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ and preparing to do what we need to do to have the resources so that we can spread that gospel in the state of North Carolina. And we believe that he has conditioned us to help a specific people, and we're here to do that.